I'm Rob Cucci. I'm the CEO and co-founder of SpaceSplitter.
And I'm Jeremy Pease, co-founder and CTO.
And at the 50,000-foot level, our mission is to make living with others as awesome and easy as possible.
I'm Nikhil.
Jeremy.
So tell us what you're working on.
Jeremy and I were actually colleagues in the Housing and Residential Life Department over at Pace University.
We found that the main problem that roommates have is embracing mutual dependencies.
SpaceSplitter exists to make living with others as awesome and easy as possible.
We allow roommates to manage their household finances and relationships through the platform.
Okay.
So they can create a roommate agreement through our roommate agreement generator. And this allows the roommates to agree upon certain things that often cause roommate conflicts. So that's things that they share, the chores that they do. And we also have an e-commerce portion that allows the roommates to purchase products through our site. So we have a pretty cool interactive pie chart that they can set the split on the products.
So we're affiliated with the likes of Soap.com, Drugstore.com, which is owned by Walgreens, and Target.com.
And they can also pay their rent and bills and split the cost fairly upfront.
They're actually paying on your system, or they're figuring out what they have to pay?
Actually processing those payments.
Interesting.
The only thing we charge users for are to actually pay the bills through the platform. We don't charge a percentage. We charge a fixed fee, currently $2.99.
How many roommates are paying on the platform?
So we have around 1,500 users to date. Around 36% of them are adding bills. We are operating at a $24,000 revenue run rate as of last month.
Annually or per month?
Annually.
Okay.
How many people need to be on the platform for you to be able to do $1 million in annual revenue?
I would say 50,000.
Yeah.
And how do you get there?
The leading user acquisition strategy for us is partnering with colleges. So we give away this roommate agreement product.
So you're selling it to like residential life at universities?
We're partnering with them, not selling them anything, because what they turn
But
around.
you still got to sell it to them.
Yeah.
Look, it's like what pet is free, right?
Absolutely.
Like you go to
Yeah.
a shelter, pick up a pet. That doesn't mean
It costs them time, to your point. We have to sell them on the value proposition. What really keeps a roommate up at night? Whether or not this guy's gonna pay the $80 he owes me for the cable bill or the $1,200 I know he owes for rent.
You have an interesting demographic, right? That a lot of advertisers, financial tech companies would want to get access to. I think there's much bigger revenue opportunities among those constituencies than to trying to get it from immediate postgraduates that are pretty cash strapped, and dealing with small interpersonal issues over $80 is, you know, I don't know how much you can extract out of that, to be honest.
Why does this product need to exist? Why does it matter?
Yeah, and that's a great point. We truly believe it matters because the current state of roommate relationships are in chaos. There are people who, I'm serious. There is, I forget, I think it was in Gotham.
I'm having a hard time believing that. Like you need to, like, I guess the biggest piece of feedback is I'm kind of skeptical on the severity of the problem. Like it feels like a nice to have.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you. Nikhil and Steve too had some great feedback for us. Nikhil more specifically had some advice regarding capturing co-op ad spend out there from big CPG companies in addition to some brand marketing spend. So I think that's a great piece of advice, and I think that's a way for us to open up a substantial revenue stream.
He had a good sense of thinking about customer cost of acquisition and how he's using distribution. I just didn't believe the numbers and the percentages he had in there. I thought it was gonna be a lot more expensive, and it wasn't gonna get him nearly as far. But he's thinking about the right stuff.
I wasn't really convinced that they had figured out how do you go from 1,500 users that are currently on the platform to 50,000. I think tools like this actually do have some value, but I wasn't convinced that it was a big enough problem.